Hi, I'm Sean Chow from Catholic High Secondary School. I've been studying in Writers at Work for around 6 years now. I feel like there's a lot of things that I can't bear to leave behind. One thing for sure that I'll miss is my teacher. Well, first of all, her lessons were very interesting. Every lesson she would share with us some of her personal experiences and insights, and it did help with keeping me focused in class because my attention span is usually very short. Another thing that I'll miss is my class. I think I liked everyone in my class. I was very close to them. I was also known by them as the biggest clowns in the class. Making them laugh with my jokes is definitely something I'll miss because I usually don't talk a lot, but since I felt so close to everyone in the class, they helped me become more confident and become a more sociable person. I'd say for me it would be the essays, especially the personal reflective ones. I found them very interesting to me. I also found them very helpful because of how versatile some of them were. Like, you could learn one essay to you could answer so many questions. Even if it didn't, you could twist it a bit, such that it will answer the question. I also personally relate to a lot of them. I actually do find it enjoyable to learn all the phrases. For the past few years, I had a lot of memories that I enjoyed a lot, especially all the times I shared jokes with the class. But I think the oral examinations were the ones who impacted me the most. I remember the first time we had one last year, which was my Sec 4 year. I actually missed the class. I had a friend who told me that the students would go up and present their answers, which made me feel very nervous, made me dread all the oral classes. But the first time I got to share my answer with the class, actually didn't go too bad at all. It went a lot better than I thought it would. Actually did make me more confident about speaking in public, because I've always thought of myself to be extremely introverted. I didn't talk a lot, but these classes, all the times I got to share, I think it made me a more confident person. For me, it's gotta be For Two Eyes. It's about this boy who's around my age. He's learning how to ride a bicycle. His father's teaching him how to ride one, but the story talks about the concept of failure and learning how to pick oneself up after one has fallen down. I like it a lot because I personally relate to it a lot. I've actually learned how to ride a bike in a similar way. I've fallen down a few times like him. I also like it a lot because of how versatile it is. I've used it at least 4 times, once here in Writers at Work for a test and 3 times in school. I think oral was undoubtedly my weakest aspect of the English examination. I remember being extremely weak in oral, especially for my secondary 3 year, when I actually barely passed oral with 15 out of 30, because I had a lot of trouble trying to express myself, because I find myself to be very socially awkward. During an oral examination, I usually have a brain block. I wouldn't be able to think properly. I would end up not saying a lot of things. My teacher did help by organizing extra lessons after our actual lessons were over, and many of those lessons were concentrated a lot on oral exam, and we would always get a chance to share our answer and then get feedback from our teacher. Slowly through that, I became more confident about expressing myself, and I think it did show improvement, especially when I came out with a 21 out of 30 for my prelim. And I must say it was a major help in my O-levels in the end, because I was able to express all my thoughts smoothly. Aside from oral, I think another one of my weakest aspects was definitely paper 2 in section B, which was the fictional passage, because they would use a lot of interesting vocabulary words, and you would have to some questions require you to be able to guess the meaning from the passage. But my teacher, she helped with that a lot by teaching us the steps to tackling these kind of questions and telling us about the patterns, because every year there will be a lot of recurring questions of the same type, and she also recommended me to read the answer key because some of those answers did appear a lot through the past years. Oh yes, I think writing is something that we would need, especially in the future. Actually, in our daily lives, we do bend back on our writing skills, especially when we express ourselves on social media, or even as we are talking to our friends. Yeah, we will have to make sure that whatever we say can be understood effectively by the other party, not taken in a way such that it means offense. I think writing skills will also come in handy for the future, especially when we enter the workforce. When we apply for jobs, we will have to appeal to them first.